If you struggle with selling yourself and communicating the value that you bring to your customer, then the action you need to take is to better understand the value that you bring. The more times you guys can communicate the nature of your business, the more streamlined it's going to become. Now, I remember, this is going back to 2012. As a company, we were in growth mode, and I was convinced that to grow, I needed to go out and raise money from Wall Street, right? So I'm looking for somebody to write me the check for $50 million. And so I started looking for somebody that specialized in helping companies raise private equity. So I found a gentleman who had helped multiple companies raise significant capital, some of them who ended up exiting for huge multiples. And this was a long time ago. We did not have the budget to afford this guy, but I brought him in and I explained the value that we bring, and I gave him a piece of the action, okay? Now, his first day on the job, we're sitting in a conference room. We just finished a call with a hedge fund out of New York, and the call ends. And so I want critique. I'm looking for feedback. And I say to him, I say, hey, what could I have done differently? How should I have communicated this or that? What should I have said or not said? And here's what he told me. Now, guys, this little piece of advice cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't want you to miss it. So write it down. Here's what he told me. Ready? Keep telling the story. That's all he said. Keep telling the story. And I gave him this look. I'm like, what are you, nuts? I'm paying you how much money? And that's all you got? Keep telling the story? Man, was he right. I cannot tell you the number of times that I've told the story. And I told you guys the story tonight. Grocery store bag boy, $3.90 an hour, broke, penniless, community college dropout, had to figure out how to invest in real estate, had no money, no credit, no cash, nothing. That's the story, okay? You all have a point of origin story. Some of you are just now developing it, and it could begin with, I don't know how, but I ended up on this presentation with some guy named Lee Arnold in this little tiny town called Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And that's where this began. That's your story, okay? And you got to keep telling it. And you can't let the fact that you were at one point broke and down and out and on the verge of bankruptcy or been through bankruptcy or multiple divorce and failed marriages and failed businesses. Guys, that's just part of the story. And success is built on the rubble of failure. Failure doesn't define you. What you do next is what defines you. So I don't care about the skeletons in your closet. Bring them out. Keep telling the story, because the story is what aligns you with people that you can best serve. And that's why I tell the story. See, I want you guys to know that I'm not that smart, because I don't want anyone to think they can't do it. If I can do it, anyone can. Seriously.